is SENIAC, and welcome back to another episode of my station, where you will notice that I have deleted everything except these two trees, and there's a random piece over here. And that's because, boys, we're going to design a new layout to the station to be able to access multiple platforms. And I'm also going to buy a brand new expensive train that carries lots of passengers. I'm also going to hire some managers to automate all my train systems. Guys, you're not going to want to miss this episode. Now, before we get into it, SENIAC Plush available, SENIAC.com. That's all you need to know. That's all I'm going to say. Link in the description. So what we're going to do then is we're going to set up a nice little entry point right now where it makes everybody go upstairs. And the reason for that is they can then walk across my walkway to then go downstairs, which I don't think there's actually stairs in the game, to access all the individual platforms. That's how we're going to do it, and that's how we're going to get it all set up. So what we need to do first then, we need to jump into build mode, boys. We jump into build mode right now. And we need to go for, and we need to look for what's going to enable us to get to these multiple floors. I don't think there's stairs in the game, believe it or not. There is not. So to get to different floors, there's two options. We either go underground with an underpass, or we use elevators to get to different floors, which is what we're going to get set up. So if we get the walls then, and we'll go for these big walls right now, we're going to allow them to enter into our beautiful train station right now with this entryway here. So I'm going to set this up. Right, there we go. Thank you very much. Well, there to there. Very good, very good. And then we're going to build... Wait, hold on. Am I on the second floor? How did I get to the second floor? What? Right, that's hilarious. I didn't realize I was on the second floor. Right, let's try that again, boys. Let's try that again right now. So going across. So we got a 2, a 2, and a 2. Beautiful. We're going to go this way, and I'm going to go up by 4. Thank you very much. And then we're going to go to here. Boom. There we go. So that's going to be the entry point where they walk in with the door. So if I get for the in-wall stuff, I want a nice big sliding door system. And boom, that's how you enter your boys' train station. So we'll have like a little area here, which will kind of create like a nice little rectangle kind of area. And to be honest with you, I could have all my ticket stuff here, and then we make them go up. So they could buy a ticket on the ground floor, then they go up the elevator to the second floor to then be able to get to the platform. So, boys, we're going to go back to the walls, and let's decide how far back we actually go. So do you reckon about here would be good enough? I reckon so. So from that point then, I'm going to go across by a 60 and then come down by 28 and then all the way in. And then do the exact same thing again. So across by a 60, come down and then all the way in. Beautiful. I have my room. So it's equal sides. Perfect. Is exactly what we want. So flooring wise, I've now got to build this. So let me just drag this to there, drag this to there. We've got the flooring in. Now, utilities, I'm going to start with just simple check-ins first, because we'll have like a multitude of like, oh, we got check-in designs. Hold on. Right, well, this just got super fancy, didn't it, boys? This just got super fancy. I don't know which ones. I like these ones. I'm going to go with these ones. So if I bring this up to about there, and then we bring this one up to about there, right? I have 2 check-in desks that we'll utilize first, okay? We'll utilize those first. Now, we want elevators, and we're going to put the elevators over here. So spin these right round, and that'll be at the end of our little concourse area, if that's what you want to call it. I'll do 2 sets. Are they expensive? They're not too expensive. We'll do 2 there, right? Spin it right round. Wee, spinsies. There we go, there we go. And I'll do 1 there, 1 there. Right, 2 sets of elevators in 2 sections. Why does that one feel slightly off? Oh, let me move. Oh. There we go. Now that one feels more centered. And that allows us to get to that second floor. Perfection, boys. Perfection. Now, obviously, we need to sort out where we're going to have the spacing for the train tracks. So I could either do the Mark 1 station or I could do the Mark 2 station, which the Mark 2 station's absolutely wild. I don't think I'm going to go for that one. That's way too big. But what we'll do is we'll space everything all out by flooring, okay? So if I go down here and I place... I mean, to be honest with you, we need to go quite far. But if I do it by a 4, okay? So we'll do a 4, and then we'll get the train track in, and we'll place it just there. And then we'll do another 4 here. So back to the flooring again. Now, awkwardly, we kind of have to kind of eat into it a little bit. I just realized that is not spaced correctly. So we'll do a 4 here. So a 4 just there. Boom. And then we'll do another set of train tracks. So trying to get all this perfected. Now, it does mean that they're going to be like kind of close together, but we don't really care about that, okay? We don't really care about that. Actually, we might actually care about that. It all depends on how we do the elevators. Maybe we want them a little bit more spaced over, you reckon? No, the elevators are quite skinny. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay, boys, with the elevators. So let me do another set of 4 floors. So to there, cross by 4, bam. And I'm going to do another set of train tracks right now. Boom. And then I'm going to do one more floor. So we'll just stay with 3 for a minute. We'll stay with 3 for a minute, boys. And then we'll figure out how we actually get them to progress over here. So there's our platforms. We've got 3 all together, looking fantastic, boys. Now we need to figure out then, how are we allowing them to access each of these individual platforms, okay? Now I could build a door, but the problem with building a door is they'll walk out, then they'll walk across, and I want them to actually use my walkways. So we're going to go up a floor real quick. And I'm going to build the walls going around really quickly as well. So all the way down to here, down to there. We'll go across. We'll build like a roof on that little sticky out bit just there. So don't worry about that. I've then got to figure out the point in which we go across, which I'm going to bring it. How far do I take it? So I reckon we go, I'm going to go just to there for a minute, right? And then we'll do the same here. We'll bring this across there. So it's quite a large little walkway. And I've just got to figure out then where the elevator system kind of gets placed in. So if I go to delete and then delete you, because I now need to fine tune all of this. Fine tune it all, boys. And I'll do the floor in just a moment. So we now need elevators. Right, and we've got to go down a floor technically, which we actually now can't see what's going on. And oh, we've got another problem. There is a limit to how close you can pull it. So I'm actually going to have to delete, 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 and then do the flooring by an 8. Ooh, we didn't see that coming, did we, boys? We didn't. Oi. Floor. Place down. There we go. So that's a 4. We do a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, theoretically, this should now allow me to place down the elevator here. It does. It actually does. Right, I've got my next issue right now. Is I don't know where the spacing is here for the elevator. So it's going to be a tricky one to get this now in place. So how can I do this to make it make sense? So I reckon I come off this. So if I just build this here, it's my marker point right now to understand where the elevator needs to go. So we'll just do one elevator there. Right, and then if I get my wall again. Just here. I'm hoping, right, this is now all spaced correctly. And I'm going to have no problemos. Right, is that all positioned? Yes. Delete the walls. Because they're also going to act as, weirdly, support beams. Even though it doesn't really work like that. Unless I do it like this. We go. Bam. 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 Right, those elevators are not perfectly centered. But that's okay at the minute, because I can center them to make them perfect. Is that now perfect? I'm hoping that's now perfect, guys. Yeah. So if I go to the second floor... Beautiful! Absolutely beautiful right now. Absolutely beautiful. So that allows us to get to this platform. Now, you could argue they could also utilize this to get on this train and that to get on that train. That solves all the issues. So I think I want to keep it like that for now. Yes. Yes. So I now need to do flooring. So flooring's an interesting concept again now because the way that we now have to set it all up leading to the elevators. Now, hold on. They don't... okay, right. I see the issue. So if I just go for the full shebang like this, it shouldn't be an issue. Flooring, going all the way down just to here for a minute. That there should be what I need. So I do need to do windows so it looks nice and bright in here. They can now go up a floor. So if I go up, perfect. I then walk down here, get to an elevator, and then go down. And I'm on the platform. Oh, this is beautiful. This is actually beautiful. Right. I'm going to fine-tune it real quick. We'll come back, buy the trains, get the managers, set people off on their ways. So because we can have a lot of passengers coming in and we got our 2 little serving desks here, we're also going to get a couple of the self-check-in kind of ticket booth things. So we'll put one there, one there, one there, one there. Right, so I've kind of built it, which is looking pretty good. I've realized this game doesn't have lights, which is wild. But here is the train station. I've built a few windows, which look pretty nice. Just let some light in. We can now see how they access the platforms, which is interesting. I'm kind of happy with this. It's a very, very simplistic and basic design. There's a few little issues with the walls colliding, but, you know, it is what it is. Not bad. So, why don't we buy a new train? Now, we have lots of trains available, but the issue is we can only buy what trains we have unlocked. And the most expensive train I can pretty much get right now, so there's a couple of interesting ones. But this one is a top speed of 150, carries 64 passengers. This one only carries 18, but is quite fast. We're going to go for this one. 80,000 big ones. Damn, that was super expensive, boys. Super expensive right now. Now, I'm wondering if I can get some managers. So, I need offices. That is a good point. I do need offices. I can build a manager office. So I can kind of get that set up. Just too expensive. How much is that? 50 grand. Oh my god. Right. Okay, we'll buy you. Manager office 5. So I'm hoping that means I can then hire 5 managers, right? So hire. So I got 4 drivers, 4 managers. I'm hoping this is going to work. So we'll get our first train and we'll do auto. So we've got a manager. Start the manager. Start the manager. Start the manager. Start the manager. So that additional... oh my goodness me. Okay, the trains are merging through the building right now, which is hilarious. I don't like this, though. I don't like how they go all the way down to the end of the platform. I wish we could, like, choose their stopping point. It would be nice. So we've got set up right now the whole train station, okay? Now, I've just got to hope, right, boys, that they utilize my elevator systems, okay? I've just got to hope that they utilize it. No! They're walking through the walls! How dare they? They just walk through the walls. Who do they think they are right now? Who do they... right, my staff use the doors, but my customers don't use the doors? 'Tis going on here. I will never know. Right, car park needs a bit of an upgrade. Don't have the funds for that. I might just low-key, right? Don't look what I'm doing right now, okay? You don't see nothing. Don't look what I'm doing. I'm doing nothing right now, okay? I'm doing nothing. Right, I'm going to get a little bit of a car park upgrade. All right, let's keep it going. Get some more people coming in. Because I want to see that additional, my new train spawning. We're up to 64 passengers. So let's just make this car park nice and big. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Beautiful, boys. Beautiful right now. That should speed everything all up. That should get those trains loaded up as quick as possible. But it could potentially mean that we do overload our ticketing system. But I think we've got the capacity now. I think we now have the capacity. Yeah, they're completely ignoring my elevator system. How dare they right now? I built this. This is beautiful. It is the greatest thing since sliced bread right now. How dare they, boys? How dare they not utilize my overpass platform system? It makes me quite sad. It makes me quite sad. Right, how are we doing right now? Oh, there we go. One train has gone. A new one is arriving. And that's my brand new train, by the way. Oh, it's way too big, isn't it? Okay, these floors aren't big enough for these trains. Just saying. That's a long train, by the way. That is a super long train. We can actually kind of look inside of it and see all the chairs. Now, the other trains that you could eventually buy, they do get longer. So the longer trains will feel like that they're actually on my platforms. They will eventually feel like that. But look at my glorious station, boys. It is absolutely glorious. It's just a shame right now, guys. It's just a shame that they won't use my overpass system. Maybe if I put some food stuff upstairs, that could work. Let me see. Let me see. If I put duty free, let's say I put like a... Can I fit this in? That's a little bit too big. Let me say I put a little cafe up here. All right, spin you right round. Can I build what? Can I build that roof? Wait, what? Are you even saying to me right now? Can I build that on the roof? Phone! This is not the roof! What are they talking about right now? That is not a roof. It is a second floor. Thank you very much. Guys, what are they even saying to me right now? Do you think I need to buy the third floor for them to realize that this is not a second floor? Maybe that's something I have to do. Maybe. Right, lots of people are arriving. My new train. We're going to find out how much it earns in the next episode. But until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.